الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome back to Arabic Quran 123. Our simple objective is to have a brief tour of the Quran with a simple objective of being able to identify a word that signifies an action. That means a word that shows that it's a verb, and we would apply most of the knowledge of what we have learned to be able to tell that more than that word being an action, we should be able to identify the doer of the action and the time at which that action was performed. And for that simple reason, we're interested in none other fi'lun or action word more than the past tense fi'lun. Looking at this Surah Al-Falaq, we have قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. Nothing to indicate to us that there is a word contained in this ayah that shows that it's a past tense fi'lun, for the simple reason that Rabbi is ending in Kasra, Al-Falaq is ending in Kasra, and we know that Kasra is the simple business of Ismun, and that fi'lun does not have any share in it. So mean Shari is an ismun, even if we don't know the meaning. Ma khalaqa. Khalaqa is what we are looking for. Why? Because first letter is having fatha and the last letter is having fatha, and it's a 3-letter word. And more than that, we are interested in being able to spot who the doer of the action is. At least we can be able to tell that this is a past tense fi'lun. Wa min sharri ghasikin, because of the double kasra ending, is actually an ismun idha waqaba, and then the waqaba is still another point that we're interested in. And then we have wa min sharri nafathati. And nafathati, the kasra might be misleading for the simple reason that anti also does change to t. So what exactly does this an-nafathati belongs to? So the T that we're interested in as far as the fi'lun is concerned is the one that comes from what? The anti. So we'll get to solve that problem as we proceed. Fil uqadi, al-uqadi is actually an ismun even if we don't know the meaning. Wa min sharri hasidin, hasidin is an ismun because it's having what? Double kasra. So kasra is a simple business of ismun, either hasad. Hasad is actually a fi'lun, and that's what we are after. So now, since we're able to identify khalaqa, waqaba, and hasada as fi'lun, so who does the action? So this fi'lun is in the original state, because in the original state of fi'lun that has to do with past tense, the first letter is fatha and the last letter is fatha, and usually the doer of the action of khalaqa, or the doer of the action of waqaba, or the doer of the action of hasada is usually hidden in it. How did we get to know that? That is how the language of Arabic is designed as far as the past tense fi'lun is concerned. It comes with an original doer inside it, and the doer that comes with the verb in its original form is actually the huwa, and huwa means he about whom we are speaking about. So is the speak about, or the one we are talking about. So huwa is he. So he did the action of khalaqa, huwa did the action of waqaba, hasada again is an action that was performed by huwa. So now coming to solve the an-nafathati challenge, it's a challenge because the t looks like the same anti that we said in the previous sessions, that a pronoun anti, which is a speak to pronoun for the female gender, does change to t. So how do we differentiate between this t and other form of t? So here we are an-nafathati, because it doesn't start with a fatha. If we can see, then we will say it is not what? A fi'lun. So for that simple reason, an-nafathati is an ismun, and more than that, an ismun usually could have an alif and lam at the beginning and a single ending later. So we need to be careful about this t so that we don't confuse it with the one that comes with an ismun. So the one that is associated with with a fi'lun, for example, it will have been halakti or waqabati or hasadti. So thank you for your time, and we are expected to now use this knowledge like a template kind of, to now apply it to all three letter words that we come across in the course of reciting the Quran, to be able to tell that this word is a past tense fi'lun. And more than that, we would now start preparing our mind towards getting to understand Arabic of the Quran directly. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Jazakallah khair. فسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.